welcome to Update Novi. I'm your host, Sheryl Walsh, and with me today at our very own SWAC studios are four very special guests all the way from Japan. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. These four very special guests are actually a part of an organization that the city of Novi has a great relationship with called CLAIR. And help me here, it's the Council for Local Authorities of International Relations. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect.
And you four actually travel to New York as a part of the CLAIR program to learn about American government, correct?
That's right.
Yes.
Why don't we start, before we get into a little bit more of the relationship and the partnership and why you're in Novi, with having you introduce yourselves. We'll start here. Yuki, why don't you tell everybody what your name is, where you are from in Japan, and maybe how big your municipality is and what you're responsible for.
Okay. So my name is Yukio. Very nice to meet you. I'm from Matsue City local government, which is in the western part of Japan. My city is not so very popular city, but population Matsue is about 200,000. We have many natural resources like lake or mountains and rice fields, and we also, besides the Japanese sea, so we have many fishery things. So we have nature.
Okay. And
That's
what do
our
you
city,
do there,
yeah.
Yuki?
In CLAIR or
in
Matsue?
In Matsue.
Yeah. Before I came to CLAIR, we have many jobs actually in the municipal government, and we change every 3 years my job. I did about environmental things like a solar panel installation things, and also I did about the urban redevelopment things. So also I did about the sewage system, or water supply, or transportation things, and we did a lot actually.
Very good.
Yeah.
How about you, Shin?
Yeah, my name is Shinichiro Sakai. I'm from National Government of Japan. I'm from Internal Affairs. I'm from Ministry of Internal Affairs, and my hometown is Kawasaki City. It locates between Tokyo and Yokohama City. And my job in the government, I supported Japan's local municipalities, and now I will support Japan and U.S. America's municipalities. Yes.
Very nice. Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And Emmy?
Hi, my name is Emi Fuji. Nice to meet you. I'm from the city of Hiroshima, and the Hiroshima is located in west of Japan and surrounded by mountain and sea. Is a very beautiful city. And my work is in Hiroshima City Hall. I change each 3 years several sections, and I worked from international section to financial section and so on.
Very nice. Thank you. Now?
Hi, my name is Naoya Matsushige. I'm from Tokyo. Actually, I'm a police officer of Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. So I was detective when I was in Tokyo. So if you have any trouble in Tokyo, please let me know.
Well, thank you very much. It has been our pleasure to host you. It has been a great learning experience, not for just you all, but for us. We learn from you. I find it interesting for Emmy and Yuki that every 3 years you change positions within your municipalities to learn more and grow and develop professionally, that you don't just become focused in one area, and you learn and you become very broad and very well-rounded about what goes on in your city. I find that very fascinating. We've shared that what I do for the city communications-wise, I think I know enough just about everything a little bit, because we share and we communicate, but to actually be able to have the opportunity that you do and go throughout different avenues of the organization is very, very beneficial. Since you've been here, you've all toured the library, you went to Providence Park Hospital, you got to spend some time yesterday at our Department of Public Services and see the big trucks that clear the roadways, and that must have been very interesting for you, Yuki.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, actually, I was in Matsue. I did about urban development things and urban designing, and in Japan we already have outsourced everything to private company. So especially in my city, we don't have such big trucks or the staffs for maintaining parks, and so I think it's very nice. I'd like to bring such information to my city, and we want to share that.
Very, very
Yeah,
nice.
it's very nice.
What else have you all had to do? You guys all got to do ride-alongs with the police department yesterday. How was that now? How was that? A little different from Tokyo, or what? How was the experience?
Yeah, very, very different. I learned a lot of things from Novi police station. Not only facilities, but also the spirit or as a police officer. They are very brave and they are very smart. I thought we have to learn more and more. Yeah. Very good opportunity. Thank you.
Very nice. What was your favorite thing so far that you've seen, Emmy? What stands out?
Yes. Yesterday we went to library, and it's very big and nice library I've never seen. So I want to build a same library in my hometown, but it's very difficult now.
Yeah. We're very lucky. Our library is just a couple years old, and very, very fortunate. Not many communities have such a large library, and I'm sure they shared that we have a very large Japanese collection and Japanese story times, etc. for our community members. So very lucky, and a lot of nice offerings. And that whole program, anything that the community members do, there's no cost. They can come in, rent the books, rent out videos, participate in the programs free of charge. So very nice. How about you, Shin? You guys also visited the Meadowbrook Commons, which was the older adults, the rental facility. Well, any thoughts on that? Because I know you guys stayed there quite a while and had questions there at Meadowbrook Commons. Do you recall that? Visiting Meadowbrook Commons? Do you guys remember going there and touring?
Yeah.
And you said that was very different. Very different. Any thoughts about that compared to Japan?
Compared to Japan, in Novi, very large. In Japan is a very small city. So in Japan, we couldn't do, but in Novi, we could.
You could,
Yeah, you could, yes.
Very understandable.
Yes.
So what is, maybe if you could if we shared one takeaway, what the one thing you noticed most about Novi, what did you like most, or what did you notice and found very different?
If we compare to Japan, or
or New York, or what's something that you found to be a very nice thing, or in relation to what you're familiar with?
For me, in my opinion, one of my favorite things in Novi is a kind of atmosphere. You have a large space actually. Large road, and the sidewalk is kind of large, and you have large space, and that's beautiful. It's nice. In New York, it's kind of small, tiny island, so people packed everything. So they looks very busy, and and tall building. It's nice for the tourists, but if we think to live, maybe Novi is a kind of one of the best place for the people. And Japan is also small city, small island, and my city is we don't have much land to live, so I'm kind of jealous. You have a very nice place to live.
Oh, thank you.
Very beautiful, and nature is nice. And
I think when we first met a couple days ago, and you were getting off the airplane, I said, you're accustomed to maybe Tokyo or New York, which is very, very different from a Novi, which is suburban in a different way of life and maybe more American than what most people are used to. So when Japan sends you to New York, it's very similar lifestyle to Tokyo with the hustle, the bustle, the fast paced, and then you come out to a community, a suburb, or a more rural state. Big difference. Big difference. How about you, Shin? Anything stick out to you?
I think sky is beautiful. New York and Tokyo, there are many buildings, so I can see sky.
So you can see the sky, which is very nice. Very different. And we've had some beautiful days.
Yeah.
How about you, Emmy? The food?
The food is very yes, of course. But nature is atmosphere is very nice, and I like outdoor sports. And if I live in Novi City, every weekend I enjoy the outdoor sports.
The outdoors.
Yes.
We're very lucky. And now, how about you?
I think patrol car of Novi is different from Japanese style, and I mean lot of computer system. Inside there is a computer in patrol car, so we don't have such a useful computer. So I hope we will install in the future such a same style. We had better to install, I think.
Very nice. Well, I thank you all for being here. We're not done learning yet. We've got the afternoon yet, and then some time tonight that we're going to still exchange with each other. But I wish you all so much success, not only in your stay in New York and at CLAIR, but throughout your careers and back in Japan. And please come back and visit. Our friendships will remain for forever now. We've talked about Takeshi and Keiko and Ayuko and Katsu and people that have come before you that we still keep in contact with, and just totally appreciate the opportunity to continue the exchange long after that you all leave. So I thank you for coming. I hope you've enjoyed your time here. And the viewing audience, if you wish to learn more about Novi's relationship with our friends in CLAIR, as always, I continue to visit cityofnovi.org. Until next time, take care.